is if we were not able to afford the prepaid, then I'd be like, look, kid, you need to go get some scholarships. You need to go do everything you got to go do. Get your volunteer hours, get good grades to pay for this, because I'm not going to risk my retirement and my livelihood in the future when you're going to have your own family. And I'm not going to make you have to depend on me. Me having to depend on you. And that's partly why I don't want to I would not pay for my kids for school unless I am able to, because why am I going to sacrifice my future for theirs? Because at the end of the day,
your kids.
Yeah,
but you're not sacrificing your future.
Yes, you are. If you're taking all your money, taking big loans, right, in your name for your child. So how is that for your retirement? Now you're not saving. People borrow off their house to pay for their kids. Now you've set yourself back in your retirement when you get to retirement age, because you're overextending yourself because my kid has to go to college. Your kid can go and make a way in life without going to college. A child can go. There's so many ways that they can make a life for themselves and get loans. I had to get all loans. My parents didn't pay for nothing, and I made a life for myself. I have yet to move back home. Well, actually, take that back. I did move back home after school, but
yes,
I didn't have to, but I chose to.
You did.
To help them with
You're
bills.
awesome. That's why.
Whatever.
Awesome.
But that's why
you guys
Jack.
Relationship goals here.
No.
Relationship goals, guys. I'm just saying.
So that's my thing though. So I'm like, I'm not risking my retirement for my kids. That's my perspective on that. Like, I'm not giving everything I have for my kids.
I'm not saying that I'm going to put myself in hock and, in hopes that he finishes college and that I still, put myself, put myself on the hook for $40,000-$50,000. What I'm saying is, as a parent, that your child, and they don't have to go to college. I think with prepaid, they can use the money for whatever.
Right.
But we should, as parents, at least prepare ourselves to give them that foundation. That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah,
and if that
true.
means for me
to
pay for his college, I'm hoping that I won't, because I've tried to make sure that he has multiple opportunities for scholarships. I'm like, look, if the basketball thing doesn't work out, let's try the music. Or if that doesn't work out, well, you got 2-3 black people playing golf. Come on, you should get one. So, I'm like, we need to look at all options.
Might need to put them on the road team.
Right, I'm like, all the options. Like,
black rowers? Yeah.
There's always a black person doing something, because we need that money.
You know what? If I'd have known they had rowing in college, I would have applied for a rowing scholarship back in the day.
Heck yeah.
Because I would have got in.
Yeah.
I can row a boat.
You got the guns.
I can row a damn boat. I mean, I know it's hard work.
We know how to deal with the boat.
Listen, if I know I'm getting paid, I'm going to row that boat all day. I don't give a damn.
Well, we have a friend. She did rowing for her scholarship. She never rowed before, but she found out she'd get a scholarship, so she rowed.
I would. I mean, if they needed a rower, I'd roll my black butt up in there and be like, I'm on the team, man. I don't care.
I look at it with Julian. I'm like, dude, you got to figure it out. Let's see, what other options do we have?
Yeah, but try to push them academics, though.
Badminton, whatever.
But you know what? I'm glad he has you pushing them, because I think that's what a lot of young people need, is that parent to kind of push them, but not really put stress on them to go to college, but say, here's your goals for college.
His goal is to play basketball. I mean, that's the only route, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't, I don't think they're, I'm sorry, I'm wheezy.
They don't.
They're not, do you hear that
Jefferson's.
in the background?
Wheezy. Wheezy.
That's my inhaler.
I love this.
But,
you need your inhaler?
I have it.
Are you about to fall out?
No, I'm not going to fall out.
Because I record this. This would be awesome. This is the best podcast ever.
Just don't put it on camera, because I don't
the camera's not on today.
I don't have my makeup on.
The camera's, everybody came in here so far was so scared. I've had all black women in the studio so far, and they've all worried about themselves on camera. Like, they're worried. I'm like, my hair's not done, my makeup's not done yet, I can't go on camera.
You only get one chance to make a first impression.
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So
and it's gonna be right,
looking all jacked up.
And it's gonna be right
time.
when it actually comes, Jackie. It's gonna be right behind you, right there. That little camera is gonna be recording us.
Make sure my wig's on.
Oh.
Anyway, so so I forget where I was going with that. What were we talking about?
You were talking about the Natalie, what was you talking about?
Badminton, other options.
Yeah, the different sports.
But obviously, academics is like the number one thing for me. And, being Jamaican, we terrorize them, right?
Yes.
It's like that's the, I get up in the morning.
It's true.
look at his grades in the morning. He's like, you just looked at them last night. And I'm like, just want to make sure they're the same.
She's such a good mom.
I don't want to make sure that A turned out to be overnight, so I'm keeping you in check. I understand.
Like, she's good. I don't check the grades.
Yeah, now that it's about
the
her
school
kids.
sent me a letter and told me I need to look at him. They're like, you have not logged in once.
Oh yeah, because
child's grades.
Yeah, because
I was like, oh, dang, I'm not parent.
Yeah, because when we send to public school don't check. They don't check if you check on your kids' grades. So they would send stuff up.
He's a private school this year.
We ain't got time to check for those grades.
Oh, he's going
to private school.
Oh,
he's in Maitland.
Big Center Academy, Maitland.
Okay,
right there on downtown.
Is it a glass? Where he going?
Center Academy? Who cares?
That's where he goes. Yeah, it's right across from the Publix.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice little school down there.
It's a small. He needs a small setting. That's why we sent him there.
Yeah, he did good.
Yes.
But now they don't check no grade. I don't either.
Private school.
They called you out, Natalie?
They
sent us a letter. Yeah, and said that we have not logged in. They gave me a paper with. They gave me the letter, and then they gave me my login and password. Like, here it is. Please do this. Yes.
Ooh, damn.
Use it.
Yeah.
Damn.
You a parent too?
I don't check nothing.
Do they
not bring home
I'm a terrible
their
parent.
grades?
Yeah.
Remember
well, he gives it to us.
Papers
with the progress report.
Yeah, he'll show us the progress
Julian
report.
folds it up into like 55 little pieces
because he don't want you to see his grades.
Sticks it in and I go through his bag and he's like, "Can I have some privacy, please?" And I'm like, "Now
just
when
like
it
Noah.
comes with that book bag in school, I'm digging through everything."
Well, him and Noah are about the same age. I think he's a year older.
Yeah, he's
Noah.
14.
Yeah. So they're about the same age. So they do the same stuff.
Yeah, but we didn't do that.
I didn't do that.
Did we do that?
My parents never checked my stuff. I think my parents
Jackie.
were so old. Remember, they had 8 kids before they got to me.
Oh my God, they had a lot of kids.
And they had a 9-year
busy.
There was a 9
tapping.
There was a 9-year break. So we're talking about my daddy.
That's why he's so tired now. All those damn kids.
He was a busy man.
Auntie Laura wanted her girl. She's like, "Come on, let's go."
Yeah, we got to keep going.
Have her girl.
So we got a 9-year gap.
Yeah.
So by the time they had me, I think they were just tired. Like, they didn't want to bother with. So they didn't bother me with school. They didn't bother me with nothing. I just did my own thing.
But also, you knew what the expectations were, so you were not going to disappoint them. You knew you had to.
I don't think so.
Oh wow!
Oh damn!
No,
Jack didn't expect that.
Like, I mean, I knew I shouldn't come home with F's and stuff, but I was a horrible student. I was not about school.
Really?
Oh no,
Natalie, you just
Jackie.
Disappointed me.
See, the thing is, Natalie. Okay, this is the thing. Natalie is I am not a student. I'm a worker.
Oh.
Now you give me a job, I will excel. I do well. But when you give me school, I'm just not interested. I went to college because I saw my parents work 2 jobs and my mom would work 2 12-hour shifts and my dad worked 6 days a week. And I was like, oh gosh, I don't want to have to work that hard in life. That's why I went to college. Not because I really wanted to go to college. Not because I was interested in
She was a horrible student in college.
I was like lazy. A 2.8 or something like that.
You guys hooked up?
But I had it like a 2.6.
Oh Lord.
I was horrible.
You know what? But we're here.
We're horrible.
We are here to show you that you don't have to always, grades aren't everything. And that's one of the things that I do with my kids, and go off topic today, but with my kids is I push the grades. I'm like, you need to do well. You need to, you can't not try. But at the end of the day, if they don't, I'm not going to like freak out about it. Like my brother, oh my gosh.
Oh God.
He, my niece is a great student. She like a 3.8, 3.9 when she graduated. I think that's unweighted or whatever.
But I think he killed her when she was younger.
She was little, man, he would grill.
He demolished her.
Work done.
Ivor.
My brother Ivor.
Yeah.
He would, but she's a good student.
Punk Ivor.
Yeah, because you know what? It prepares them. Cause I have found, I used to be like that with Julian. Like, constantly, hey, what are you doing? I'm like hovering over him. And then I said I was gonna, cause I feel like in a way, and it's bad, I want to be one of the parents. I told him, I want to be a parent that could put your honor roll certificate on Facebook.
I know those parents. I actually saw one the other day. I'm like, I saw it. I read. I'm like, that's never us. I saw, and it was nice.
See that?
They were like A honor roll.
See that boasty parent?
And I looked at it and I'm like, damn, I'm envious right now because I know that ain't us.
And I'm like, looking
that
up.
is not even us.
Everybody else is putting one up and I don't have one. And I'm looking at, he's like, not everybody's gonna be an A student.
That's right. I'm with him.
Go, Julian. Yes.
He's just making me like rethink a lot of things that I focus on and just say, you know what? He is doing well. He has like moments where he does better than others. So I need to like celebrate that.
Yeah, celebrate
and
those
that
moments,
is really hard for someone who was in the gifted program.
Yeah.
I like to excel.
Yeah.
So, and then tell him about it. He goes, Mom, what year was that? And I'm like, it doesn't matter. 3rd grade, I was a spelling bee champ.
I'm living that forever. I'm taking that to the grave.
That's the funny part is my brother, we were, raised by the same parents. So he now grills his kids because my parents didn't push him enough. And he's like, if they had pushed me, what I could have done. But I'm like, dude, you're a freaking airline pilot. You're a captain. You've done well in life. What are you?
I mean, an airline pilot is like a really
the sky's the limit. Right. Like you're there.
Right. But my parents, but he was a C student too. We were both C students.
But I realized that in life, those C students are actually better employees than like A students. They are like, they communicate better. And when you talk to them, you're like, this guy's a cool guy. A lot of those A students, you're like,
assholes.
These
Or they.
You're like, really?
So why are you pushing your son to be an asshole, Jay?
I think it's because me. I'm an asshole. So
but I think it's gonna be cool. I think it's gonna be cool though. I think because he's well rounded. That's a little different. He can have A's, but I think it's the well rounded A students. Those are the ones that are cool. It's the ones that I've encountered. Are like, what's wrong with this dude? You know?
Well, all they know is the book. They don't know. They don't know life.
Exactly.
And that's the thing is having that life skills.
Exactly. And I think that's what Julian's teaching me because I am like so focused on get an A.
Yeah.
That I'm not, his critical thinking skills are not as developed as I would like them to be. So
that's true. That's a
really
big deal when you get older too. You got to learn to think for yourself. That's what we're always struggling with Noah about. We're like, hey, you got to start thinking. We can't think everything for you. You got to look at a situation and think about it and figure out how to solve it. You know, we're not always going to be there to help you do this. And I think that's why Nathalie and I worry about him because we're like, dude, you got to start thinking. Come on, man.
They don't teach that in school.
No.
It's all about the book and the test. No,
everything's about grades.
School,
It's all about getting your grade. And that's why, like we give him, the chores to do. I give him things to do that he needs. I give different chores and all that kind of stuff for him to do, or I'll try to make him figure something out.
Yeah.
Right. Because that's where you get those skills. Because I mean, anyone can go and study and get good grades, but applying that to life.
Exactly.
That's the difference between if you're going to succeed and if you're going to fail.
But how do you even, talk to your kids about that? You know what I mean? I mean, we're all
teach them.
Yeah. I mean, how do you even teach them that?
Well, you don't.
That's like a life skill, right?
You put them in situations where they have to think, or you act, or some people, I was talking to another mother. She was saying that she will ask her son, okay, given this situation, what would you do? She'll ask just like
open-ended questions, and there's no right or wrong question, right or wrong answer. Right. It's just for them to think it through so they can, at least try to make that other part of their brain.
I like Jackie's voice on the radio. You got a radio voice, Jackie.
I do. I don't have a radio face, but I have a radio voice. Okay. Thank you, Ian.
Face,
Jackie's
Jackie.
killing me this morning.
Thank you, Ian.
Yeah, so
but
kind of we're going to backtrack a little bit back to the paying for college and stuff, right? So what I was saying before was there were a lot of people in these Facebook groups that I hear, and it kills me because I'm like, oh my gosh, you're ruining your life and your child's life. So like when they say their child wants to go to school and they're like, we need money, and everyone else's, and they ask opinions, and people are like, oh, well, what about community college? Or what about, well, Johnny wants to go to this school, but okay, but that school is $50,000 a year. You don't have $50,000 a year. Why are you going to get yourself all, then they want to take out the parent loans and all this stuff that refinance the house.
I think I need to clarify something because when we're online texting back and forth or whatever, the other part of that conversation doesn't come out. Like this is really good because when I think about it, Julian wants to go to, Syracuse today.
Oh, wow.
So again, it's, if it's not athletic or academic, then that's going to cost a pretty penny. It's out of state. I'm not going to, if he wants to go there, we've already looked at how much, what the requirements are. Mm-hmm. I'm prepping him for if this is what you really want, this is what you need to do in order to get to go to the next step.
Right. That's a good thing.
I will help you.
Right.
But you have to want it more than I'm not going to do that because I know my parents had done, they paid for me to go to paid some loans for me to go to like different schools and whatever. And I remember not even finishing and they still had to pay it back. Hey, hi, doggy. It was, I never even thought about that.
Right.
You know, cause my parents are like, just do something. You can't be on the street.
Right.
So, you know, it's like, I think about that and I hear their voices in my head, but I also want Julian to